When I read the comments on YouTube or different sites, I'm always like amazed. One, how, TikTok too, how mean people are, how closed-minded they are. Um, and it made me think of like my dad was badly abused as a child, badly abused. And he was, I think I've told you, he's tied to the house all day, a collar around his neck. He was like 5 years old. He's tied to the house all day while they went out, family went out and worked in the fields. So they're way out in the fields working in the tobacco fields. And here's dad at 5 years old or whatever age, and he's tied to the house sitting in the dirt. And of course, he knew he could take that collar off, but of course, he knew he didn't dare. Like he was beaten and abused. Now, he grew up to be an alcoholic. He grew up to become an abusive alcoholic. And he, things were bad. And he drank himself to death, basically. So that is how he emotionally grew up from the severe abuse that he had. Now, my oldest brother died, but the oldest brother, he was abused the most by dad because he was the oldest, right? So he was out in the fields more with dad and on the tractors with dad, and dad was not one to teach you. You just did it. And if you didn't do it, you got a slap across the head, You did it. And you weren't showing how to drive a tractor. You just freaking did it. You got knocked into tomorrow. Anyways, all sorts of stuff. I'm not going to go into all the stories. But so, because my oldest brother was so badly abused, now he didn't grow up to become like that. He went through a time where he did drink, but he's got a softer personality. He didn't grow up to become abusive at all. He, I guess you could say it mentally harmed him. Post-traumatic stress disorder, the first 12 years of his life being beaten and abused by dad. This affected him, that he's on disability, that, he has quiet problems, like not abusive, like dad became problems. He became quiet problems, hermit problems, sheltered problems, like things like that. And now someone else I know also had a very difficult childhood, and that person grew up to become tougher in ways. Like everybody's different. When my brother saw somebody who had been killed in an accident, like it really affected him. Now, my uncle found the neighbor guy that he knew passed away on the floor. He was older. And, so he found someone who was passed away. When I was married, my husband, there was a couple people that were electrocuted, at his work. But again, it affects everybody different. Some people, like, it's really going to traumatize them. If you came across an accident and you stopped to see if you could help, and there's like someone deceased in the car that was hurt and, whatever, and now they're deceased, you can take 100 different people, and I don't even need to say this, it's common sense. You can take 100 different people, put them in that situation of running to a car to try to help somebody, and there's a woman in there, or a child in there, whoever, or a man in there, and they're deceased. And the mental effect it has on people is obviously going to be different. So when somebody tells their story and says this or that, or they have post-traumatic stress disorder, or they're on disability due to depression and different things, like I just don't get it, how people can be so closed-minded and unaccepting of what other people go through and how different things in life affect different people, because everybody has a different personality. Like, this is just common sense. It's like there's nothing here that you need to go to some sort of school for, some counseling, psychologist class for. This is common sense. Everybody's going to handle things differently in life, no matter what it is. And it's like the woman was talking about how difficult she was having keeping up with her toddler and her baby, and the housework. And she's like, one's poopy, or the other one's poopy, or the other one's hungry, and there's dishes galore, and there's bottles galore, and she has a toddler and she has a newborn baby. So yeah, she's going nuts. And then people comment and go, oh, it's not that hard to keep your house clean with kids. I had kids too, and my house was spotless all the time. I'm thinking, it actually breaks my heart. It really does. It makes me feel so bad. I feel so bad for that mother that somebody comes at her like this. Like, she's being a mom. And everybody knows being a mom is stressful, especially if you do not have a mother, an aunt, a cousin, a sister-in-law, a neighbor. You do not have anyone like in your life to help you. Like, I don't have sisters, I don't have sister-in-laws. My mom worked full-time. There was nobody who could come over my house and help me, or my apartment and help me out. It was up to me. And the ex was useless with kids and babies and kids. He knew absolutely nothing, did absolutely nothing. So I don't, like, I've been there. Like, I know another girl, like, she's got sisters, they've got kids, but they just, like, get together and they're there for each other all the time. They're going to go away on a vacation. Oh, sister takes the kids. They're going to go away and do something. Sister takes the kids. She sent me a thing to register for a trip. I forget, to win a trip. And I said, I can't enter that. She goes, why not? I said, I got 2 little kids. Well, don't you have anybody who would take them if you went on a trip, if you won the trip? I'm like, no. Like, really? Oh, my sisters would take my kids if we win. And she tried to talk me into entering, and I'm going, I can't. Like, you don't get it because you have this whole family support thing that's together all the time, okay? Not everybody has that. Some people just do it on their own, and that's all there is to it. Like, it's just self-sufficiency. You raise your own kid. You don't have this babysitting network and people to help you network. You come home with the baby, and there you are. And your husband gets up and goes to work, and you're just home in that apartment with that baby, and that's just every single day, day in, day out. And that's just it. But, you get people saying, oh, I don't know why you can't keep your house clean, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I just like to I don't know, just not even slap them. That's not even going to help. Just, how can you be so mean? I had to send in supportive thoughts to her. I had to write something understanding and supportive because I felt so bad for her, for the people who said these stupid, ignorant things. They're just mean and like no understanding, no compassion, nothing that somebody's different from you. And people feel differently too. We all know people who are bubbly and extroverted and outgoing, and they have energy galore. And we know people who are quiet and read and stay in. And people don't feel well, and people have problems with migraines, people have problems with back pain, stomach aches, headaches, whatever. And some people don't have those problems. So this is also going to make a big problem. Some people sleep fine, some people do not sleep fine. And once you become a mother, you never sleep again. I still sleep with one eye open most of the time because you become, the word's in my head, but trained, that's not the word I want to think, but you become trained to sleeping with one eye open when you have babies and a kid. Like you're listening, you're sleeping, but you're listening. Anyways, I gotta go. You just missed it. 2 to 4 centimeters tonight, 2 to 4 centimeters tomorrow, and then on Wednesday, snow flurries. Until they didn't say how much. Winter. Shoveling. Cold. Wet. Ugh. A icy, snowy car. Coats. My coat's so wet. And the back of my coat is wet against the seat, and it's not very comfortable. I got papers in my pocket. I got this. I have to have this for everything. Because I forget everything. I forget everything. I have forgotten everything. And then I forget everything else. Oh well. Anyway, snow's on the way. Yeah, turn that back off. Oh, that's enough of that. Butter, orange juice, insoles. I bought some insoles for my shoes. They're at home. I'm gonna try them out. See if it helps some of this pain in my feet that I'm having. You know, ultimate solution would be to stop aging. Would help. I forgot to take my pills. Yeah. I say Wellbutrin. Wellbutrin. And citalopram. And he gave me a Abilify, which I don't take. I have broken it in half, but I didn't keep taking it. Give me 2 milligrams, I think, and I was breaking the things in half because I don't want any more pills. Dang things, anyways. Bad enough when I'm taking. And I've been taking Wellbutrin so long. They say after like 7 years or something that it's a good idea to switch them up 7, 11 years because you just start to get too used to them. But I'm not going to. I've done that, been there, done that. I was on anitriptyline, and it made me really sleepy, but I was on it for quite a few years. And then the doctor said, you know, switch you up. And I tried that new one that came out back then. It starts with the C, and it came out, I don't know, 12 years ago or something. And maybe longer, 15 years. And that was horrible. Oh, that was a nightmare. Oof, that stuff made me feel so awful. And I had to go through all the getting off of it, which was horrible too. So I'm just gonna, I guess, just stay on the Wellbutrin. Wellbutrin, I think they say it. Wellbutrin, easy to say. Anyways, I didn't take it today. I forgot all about it. Not bad. That's bad. That's very bad. I can't remember much anymore. Holy smokes. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going back to my book. It just hit me. For whatever reason, I just thought, oh, I forgot to take my meds. That's really bad. They're going to have to wait till I get home now. I should carry extras in my purse. But, oh well. Not very often. I don't go out much, so, you know. I don't, because I don't get out much, so why would I carry them with me, you know? Anyways, I'll just be late taking them.